Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel and my 22 weeks update. So 22 weeks, the baby is roughly about the size of an eggplant and is about 28 to 30 centimeters long, so getting bigger, and boy do I feel that. The baby is currently weighing about 430 600 grams, which is quite a good weight for a baby, and now can recognize voices, which I think is absolutely adorable. I do feel my baby move if I'm like chatting or laughing or talking, and I've always played the baby some kind of classical music, which was an advice from my midwife, so I thought, right, I'll give it a go, and I actually quite enjoy it, and it is so relaxing. I find that this baby now has a bit of a pattern. It's totally awake on a night when I settle, but I just think that's standard for babies. I just think as soon as you settle, you do feel them a little bit more, and then the baby wakes up on a morning. But saying that, the baby's roughly awake all night. I'm getting absolutely no sleep whatsoever. I'm so tired. I'm absolutely shattered. I get into a comfortable position, and then the baby decides that that's not comfortable for the baby. So I get a quick few kicks and punches, and so I will turn over, and they all say that, you know, you should sleep on your left, and yeah, it is very comfortable, but sometimes it's just not comfortable enough, and then I have to turn over. Obviously, it's a no-no to sleep on your back. I have tried sleeping with a pillow between my knees, but it really frustrates me after a bit. So I'm just wanting to know whether, and out of the all three pregnancies, I have never purchased one of the big sleeping pillows. So if anybody does recommend them, please leave a comment, because I just didn't know whether to sort of fork out for something like that. I mean, I probably would use it all the time, you know, to sit up against, make me comfortable, but just let me know whether you think the purchase is actually, you know, required to. So I mean, they're like £40-50, which is fine, but if obviously it is, you know, they are going to help you sleep, then I will purchase one. I do generally have a nice soak before I go to bed, which does relax me. So I have got into that kind of pattern, because normally I was a bit of a shower person. But anyway, so say I am now 22 weeks today. So my 21 week sort of update. I'm more energetic. I'm eating so much more. I am absolutely starving, but I am still sticking to 3 good meals a day, and the snacks that I do have are Satsumas. Now with my first child, I had a massive craving for Satsumas. I used to dream that she'd be like born like this Satsuma, but anyway, yeah. So I've sort of stuck to like fruit and strawberries and things like that. But it is the weekend, so I will definitely treat myself. I have trained a lot more this week. As I did put a video down, but I've done a lot more exercising, which I'm really good. I'm glad at, because I did actually get through it. I'm not obviously out of breath, which is normal for pregnancy, but one thing I have suffered with this week is a bit of a water infection. I do suffer with water infections throughout pregnancy, so I did know more or less straight away what it was. So yeah, that's one thing that they are a little bit uncomfortable. And symptoms for me are, I don't want to wee a lot, which is, I do wee a lot, but I don't specifically want to wee more than what I'm already going to the toilet. It doesn't burn, it's just a little bit of uncomfortableness and a little bit of backache, sort of burning sensation, but not actually when I wee, just in general. So I do know that that I've had that this week, which I am going to get that sorted by the doctor because I made an appointment. But yeah, so that has been more or less it this week. I've had a really good week compared to last week. Last week, everything just seemed to sort of like slow right down for me. I had a little bit of anxiety. I wasn't sleeping. I felt really low on myself. I just felt like everything that I was doing, I didn't feel right, and I didn't feel comfortable with everything. But this week seems to have really picked up, and on top of the little bit of water infection that I've had, I suffered badly throughout the whole pregnancy with constipation. I do not know if anybody else has suffered with it. I know it is normal, but oh my goodness, it's so uncomfortable. It's so uncomfortable. But it is what it is, and I'm taking every week as it comes. So I go and see my midwife next week. I also have to have a glucose test because I've had diabetes in my family. I don't suffer with it. My daughter did have it with her first child. So I've got to have a glucose test, and then I have a further scan due to obviously being 40 years old at 28 weeks, which is quite nice, and I'm actually really looking forward to that. But I think I will book in for another private scan just so that I can have another look at the baby in like the 4D 3D kind of thing, which is exciting. It's all so different, but yeah, that's my like weekly update. So and one thing I do every Friday, because I hit a new week, I'm always like, oh, happy birthday, you know, and it's like Liam just looks at me and goes, cracking up. But you know, it's just a little thing. We've got to 22 weeks, and I'm ever so grateful. So yeah, baby's growing, and it's exciting to read about all these things. You know, the facial features are there, and you know, they can start hearing from here on in, and you know, it's just new, and they've got so much of like a development to go on. Then it is fascinating to me, even though I've had two children previous. I didn't at such a young age sort of like appreciate what was going on, but yeah, things are exciting, and so that's my weekly update. Let me know how you're getting on. Let me know how you're getting on with your exercising if you are doing it. Let me know please about the comfortable pillows, if they are worth the buy. I will do it, otherwise I'm just like shoving spare pillows like round me. But other than that, it's just a short video. I will show you my bump today, although I think for some reason the baby seems to be more like in my back, and you can tell, can't you? Like some days I just feel like, oh God, I'm being so stretched, and then the other days I just think, oh, where have you gone? But yeah, so I will show you that now, because I have like a big jumper on. It's like a cape thing. So here is my 22 weeks belly. I've got the most comfortable pants on today because I am not leaving the house. So yeah, there we go. My 22 weeks bump. And you just love them to bits, don't you? Well, have a lovely weekend. I will be going and having my hair done tomorrow, so I will be filming that because I'm going to see my eldest daughter, and she can talk you through hair extensions, how to look after your hair when you're pregnant, and what's best, you know, if you want to colour it and stuff. So I will be going and having that done. So no rugby for me tomorrow, but have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.